Oh, what's going on, everybody? It's Thursday night, Mike. Is it Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? We are on the eve of a 3-day drill. How the fuck you feeling, Michael?
Oh, I feel just wonderful. I'm so excited for it. I can barely contain myself. But
You
to
know
be
what?
honest, I'm
What?
not going to be there until probably Saturday. So call me lucky or unlucky, but
Yeah, did you clear that with
I
your
got
first?
stuffs to do.
Did you clear that with the first sergeant?
I did not.
Well,
I don't jump the chain of command like that. I'm a good soldier.
well, you're talking to him right now, and I didn't hear shit about you going to fucking Rhode Island, you piece of shit. All right, I love you, man. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We got Martin Smash Brown in the green room coming up right now. One half of the main event, December 9th in Tampa, BKFC Fight Night. He'll be fighting Bobby Taylor in what is being called a title eliminator. We will talk to him about that in a second. Before we do that, make sure you guys are liking and sharing the show, and you are going to the store, missionaccomplished.myshopify.com, and buying yourself a bunch of shit so you can represent us and help the show out and get us to all these goddamn events so we can keep pumping out the content for you guys. Right, Mikey?
We want to go to them events, damn it.
Nah, man, we want to do because I'm gonna shoot some shots at some of the guys that go to these fucking events. Right, our last couple events, not too much stuff coming out of you guys. You better step your fucking game up, or somehow send us your sponsors, and we'll do some work for them guys. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and bring on one half of the main event. His name is Martin Smash Brown. Here he is. What's up, man?
What's good? What's good?
What's going on? It's good to see you. We haven't
What's
seen you
up?
since Hollywood, Florida. How you been?
I know, man. In Hollywood, I had hair, man, but I said I'm gonna get my
No,
Mish on and
Damn.
shave it off. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. Like only the baddest mofo's on the planet got a shaved head like this. You know what I mean?
Right,
You
right.
don't get caught in no headlocks with hair like that.
Nah,
You
nah.
know what? You let it grow out a couple days, and then when you're rolling, you grind that shit right into someone's face, and it feels like fine grit sandpaper. It's like a little secret tactic.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, I can dig it. I don't know, man. It feel different to feel pretty damn good to wash my head with the same thing I wash my skin.
Nah, yeah.
Just
There you go.
walk out the door.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's it.
I'm going the opposite direction. I don't know, call it midlife crisis or something, but I haven't gotten like a haircut. Like I just get like a number 3 on top, skin fade, easy. I've been doing that for like 11 years, 12 years.
Yeah.
Then the other
Yeah.
day I was like, you know what? Just keep a little on top. I think I want to like throw it up a little bit, put a little bit of pomade in that shit.
Yeah,
But
we gotta see how long that's gonna last.
I was already thinking about cutting it
You
tonight.
talking,
Shit.
you know, they're talking that shit.
Yeah, you know what he got into that Rhode Island boy fucking shit is what he got
Yeah.
into.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's what it is.
that island boy.
Yeah, I'm a Rhode Island boy.
Yeah, for real,
Oh
man.
man, that dude look like a lit cigarette. I don't know. I don't know why,
Yo,
But
those guys,
that's what I need to do, man. I need to just get on. I need to sit in a pool and make some bullshit and see if
next thing you know,
it
you're
becomes
rich.
a hit.
You do.
I'm
That's
telling
exactly
you,
what you got to
man,
do.
it works, man. Nothing of substance matter these days. It just need to go viral. Like this dude literally went viral because he trashed.
Trash,
It's like,
absolute
man,
trash.
that is by far, like, it was literally like, bro, that is by far the worst garbage I've ever seen in my life or ever heard. And then you know what? It got a whole bunch of shares, man.
That's the way
You
things
know,
are nowadays. It goes from you're either something really good that people want to see. They're like, yeah, that's the best. Did you hear this shit? Did you see this shit? Yes, I did. It's great. Everyone watches it. Or it's like, yo, you got to see this. It's so bad. It's so bad. You got to
yeah,
see it. We're gonna make these people millionaires because they're horrible.
that's how things work. I mean, you take Lorenzo, right? Lorenzo been deserving of that title. I watched the interview last night and I was thinking like, well, that boy should have been got a title a long time ago. But he had to get punched in the mouth.
You're right.
He
You
got
know,
punched in the mouth and got a title out of it, man.
but
I
you know
just
what,
look.
dude? Him doing that, him taking, I mean, like, I know that they were like put him like slow cooking his ass to become a star. I don't know why they were doing it like that, but I think they did it brilliantly because
You
this
know why?
this
Cut it out.
entire year, like, no, the reason why I'm saying that is like he is so much more marketable than Hector Lombard. The only thing that Hector Lombard has going for him is his name.
It's Ghost Shed Academy. That's what he got.
He's got, dude. Yeah, he's been around for a long time, and a lot of people know him. But as far as personality and marketability goes, Lorenzo's got it, man. And now that he put an entire year of fucking work in growing his brand and getting in everybody's head, now he's got the belts and he could start 2022 off with a fucking real bang and really become a star for the company, I think.
Yeah. He you know, he's just in a bad spot, man. Because you either gotta have the following or you gotta have the ticket sales. And so I don't know. Hey Rick, what's Lorenzo's Instagram following? How many followers he got?
I could tell you.
And so he looking up the followers right now, but then on top of that, like he is.
I got you.
How many is it?
21,000.
He got it at 21,000, Rick. So he had 21,000 followers, right? And he has and he's originally from Ohio, I think. Cleveland, and he's living in Jacksonville. So it's it's kind of hard on him for the ticket sales, and I mean his following has gone up since the last time I checked. But prior to this, when he first started calling for Hector, the following wasn't that high. So it's like, well, you can't get the subscriptions and you can't sell the tickets either, but you can fight, which means I gotta pay you because you worth it, and he is worth the money. So it's like, well, the next question is gonna be, well, how am I gonna pay for it? Because he ain't from Tampa and he's not from Miami either. In which he was building his fan base out there. So that's one of those things, man. Like, well, you can be a good fighter and then get put on the top shelf because it's still a business. And that's why, like, remember when it first happened, you remember when Hector made a video, he said, why you worry about me? You need to worry about getting your followers up. Because basically Hector was saying, like, I don't mind fight you. I don't mind fighting you, but I need to get paid. And the money gotta come from somewhere. It's either gotta come from my followers or your followers. So that was why Lorenzo had to fight to get there, whereas Hector didn't have to fight to get there.
Just Hector's got 162,000 followers. I just looked that up too.
Right. And what you think? You actually think that Chad Mendez gonna have to, if Chad get in there with goddamn Paul Teague and knock Paul out, and then
Paul Teague,
the other green-haired geezer.
Yeah. Or Chad get in there with what's the deal? I don't even remember his name no more. He said he retired. What's the name?
Who, Brandon Lambert?
Yeah, Brandon Lambert and retired in this bitch.
Listen, I don't want to talk bad about Paul Teague or Brandon Lambert, but
I ain't talking bad. I'm
gonna say that I'm pretty sure Mendez can start the night off against Lambert and then finish it off against Paul Teague and not break a fucking sweat. I don't know. Sorry,
he grab one of them and beat them with each other. You ever beat somebody's ass with a Paul Teague before?
With a Paul Teague. Pick him up like Loki and just beat the shit out of him like this. Hey, in the comments, Dan Stevens says, "Damn, Kyle, put your hat back on." Kidding, he says, but fuck you, Dan. Just joking. And then a couple.
You got to wear sunglasses now.
Charlie
Keenan called you a milk dud, dude.
Oh man, what a
damn,
hater.
Charlie, what the fuck?
Damn, Charlie.
Hey, you ain't never seen no kid named Charlie that ain't bad as hell. Every child named Charlie is like, Charlie, stop. Charlie, stop fucking with shit, He's actually in my gym, man. He's a doctor. They call him Dr. Chuck.
Yeah, he's got a tie on in his profile picture.
Man, that's my dog. He actually, believe it or not, anybody get hurt in the gym on the spot, he owns a company called Rewire. I'd have charged his ass for shooting on the plug or tell him his membership just went up to $300 a month, but That's my dog, man. So y'all in Tampa, check my dog out.
There you go.
But nah, man. I think with the followers that Chad Mendez got, he ain't gonna be. I bet he don't have to fight 7 times before he get a title.
No.
You
You
know,
know,
go ahead.
he came on last week and we asked him about that. I don't know if you watched last night. I said this last night too. He straight up said that he doesn't want an immediate title fight. He said if they offer it to him and like that's all they offer, then yeah, fine. But he doesn't want to step on anybody's toes that has been working towards a title. He said I'll fight a few people before I get a title shot if they will let me. And I thought that was pretty cool of him. You know, a guy like that who fought for the UFC title, who fought Aldo twice. You know what I mean? He comes in with a hell of a resume and 850,000 followers on Instagram, if that's, important right now. So yeah, a title fight right away, sure. But if he wants to let somebody who's been working towards it get it, that's pretty cool too, I think.
To play devil's
it's a couple
advocate.
reasons. I was gonna say, go ahead, you shoot first.
I was gonna say, to just play devil's advocate, a wise man once said, money talks and bullshit walks, right? So
Right.
he's like, I ain't gonna take that title shot until that check comes across. And he's like, oh,
Right.
actually, by the way, I got that title shot coming up.
Right. See, and the other thing is number one, he ain't hurting for no money. Number two, he has was it like a successful like hunting? He has a business that has something to do with hunting.
He has it's called Fins and Feathers. He does these like wild big game hunts with celebrities and stuff like that.
Boy, I be seeing them steaks on his page, boy. Be like, yeah. But it's like he not hurting for no money anyway. Yeah. And then it's like, but I bet you any kind of money, if they throw the money out there, he gonna take it. And it's like, what is no need to, he don't even know if he gonna like doing this shit.
Right.
He might get in there and they offer him to fight, and no matter what happens, he gotta see me next. So it's like, you still too, I mean, you better fight Palomino at 45. Like, man, I typically walk around at 193. Jeez. So like you, I mean, he's just a little dude. And he's not primarily a striker either. I am, and so it's one of those things where like, I don't know, like to, when you make a decision, you start planning behind that decision. Like, what if I get the belt? Then what next?
Yeah.
Who would he who would he have to? I mean, do you think that Chad Mendez can beat Bobby Taylor? You think Chad gonna beat me up? I mean, shit, would Chad beat that up?
Right. We don't know any of these answers. That's right.
Right. He has a tall task ahead of him. So it's like, and that's not to mention the guys who been around. I mean, like Caleb Harris and stuff like that. You got guys that are going to make for a interesting fight in there with him.
For sure. It's a whole different ball game for a lot of these guys. Now you made your venture over to Bare Knuckle back in February. You beat Zach Zane. I think you stopped him in the second, right?
Yeah, it blew my knee.
Yeah, yeah. You stopped him in the second on basically one leg at that point. Can you remind us what was it? Was it an ACL tear?
Yeah, I had complete reconstructive surgery of the ACL. It snapped.
And now here we are. So you had the surgery in March?
I had the surgery exactly 1 month afterwards.
1 month after, so that would be about March 5th, around or beginning of March. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. So 8 months. You are 100%. This is like a modern medicine blows my fucking mind, because back in the day, you remember like an NFL player blows their knee out and they're out for a year, automatic.
Right.
Automatic.
I mean, technically, I was supposed to be out for a minute, man, but like, I like the idea that not giving the credit to modern medicine, I'm just a motherfucking beast in this bitch.
No, but I was on. Besides modern medicine, the modern medicine and the modern athlete is like such a different. Like, I'm not knocking any of the athletes 15, 20 years ago, but like it just seems like
Well, I think back in the day, they just basically said, stay off of it and wait for it to heal.
Right.
You know, like there wasn't a lot. People were like, okay, it's what the doctor said. I ain't even going to try.
No, but like as like rehabs develop, rehab techniques keep evolving, medicine keeps evolving.
Yeah.
Supplements and all this shit. Like there's so much more stuff that just speeds up the process now. Now here we are 8 months after your injury, and you're stepping back in there against Bobby Taylor, who's considered the #1 contender in the lightweight division. And now Bobby's been active. He said that they told him if he wins, he gets a title shot. Did they tell you the same thing? This is a title eliminator for both of you guys.
They do. They did tell me that. At least that's what Jihad came in there and told me. But I don't put that much stock into that shit, man. To be completely honest with you, he knew. You know, they had to have told Dat and Palomino that whoever won this, between the winner of you guys, you're gonna have to fight the winner on the December card. And he got out and he called for Chad Mendez, because let's be honest, man. I mean, man, he know what's up, man. And a lot of and to be honest, this is gonna sound bad, but I just don't care because I'm gonna tell the truth. He know, I mean, he know what he in there for. He know why he in there. You know, he know that he chasing the money fights. And that's cool. To be honest, I respect it, man. That man got 20 something, maybe 30 something fights. So and he has fought the who's who. So I don't blame him for chasing the money fight. I'm just telling you why I'm not getting my hopes up over it, because number one, you could say, okay, man, he's the title eliminator, but you also seen in this sport that a fighter can just say, nah, fam, I ain't fighting him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that win wasn't gonna fight Reggie because of the same reason, man. Reggie from Virginia. All of the shows would be at that time were being thrown in Miami. So Reggie didn't have a following, nor did Reggie able to sell tickets like that.
Right.
So it's a business. So he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like that it wasn't that didn't think it was a challenge. At least that said that he didn't think Reggie was a challenge. But the thing is, he knew that the company wasn't gonna be able to pay him that much because Reggie don't make that much. But you see who that's next fight was Palomino, because Palomino has a following in Miami.
Right.
And that's just how that shit works. So, you know, if I win the fight, man, I got like 2,500 followers, man. I have to be reminded to post. I tell y'all every time I come on here, like, I'm for real, I'm gonna post next time. And then I'd be like, nah. But
you did this time, so thank you for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, like you gotta. Unfortunately, it's part of the business nowadays. If you don't have a social media following, like then you get pushed to the side, and that fucking sucks, you know.
Right. So that's the thing. Like he got out. Soon as that fight was over, he knew who the title eliminator was, and he said, I want Chad Mendez. Then he didn't even want it. He tried to like go ahead and put it in everybody's ear and be like, well, I know that you said you didn't want to jump right in for a title shot, but let's just go ahead and get it, because the question gonna remain, who else is there to fight? Right. You got either me or Bobby. Bobby got 3 wins and 2 stoppages. You know,
that really is it. Unless Chad wanted to, on his debut fight, wanted to go up to like 165 and fight maybe like a Joe Elmore or someone like that.
He ain't gonna want to do that.
He's too big.
Way too small.
But he's too small, but he's also too big nowadays. I think 145 is completely out of the question for him. So
man, that boy like 5'4", man. His feet probably swing if he take a shit. You know, he a little old bitty dude, man.
Do you mean 135, Kyle? The 135 division?
No. Chad. I'm talking about
Chad. I'm sorry.
Chad Mendez could not. I don't think he could make it back down to 145.
I thought he said he wanted to fight them there.
I don't think so. I thought he was sticking at 155. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But like he just said, he said his feet probably swinging on the toilet. That shit is fucking great.
Yeah, he little, man.
It's very short.
But you know, it's like what you know when you think about it, like from Palomino perspective, is I can get an entertaining fight, I can make some money, and if I lose to a celebrity, or I can fight for some peanuts, and I can fight a dude that's 100% gonna knock me out.
Right.
Like I'm 100% gonna knock him out if he step in that circle with me. I mean, and I'm telling you, like, and that it, you know, what's crazy is people in the know. You know, like, and you know how you get guys to be like, oh, I'll get in there and I get in there and I beat that boy ass and I do this, and they don't really mean that. This is just what they saying for the gram. But everybody know me. Everybody who in the gyms know me. They know what's gonna happen. And to be honest, I think, you know, if he got good people around him telling them like, hey man, this ain't no good fight. This ain't no good fight, because you're gonna lose that strap. And if you want me to be completely honest, the strap ain't even what I want. I just want him. Not that I don't like him or nothing like that. It's you know, when you trying to submit a legacy, like when we were talking about Khabib, right? Khabib got done and was talking about how he wanted to be considered he wanted to be considered the GOAT. And knowing he had all these people in that weight class he didn't fight. You know, and you take a look at Wilder, right? Wilder had won all of those fights, and the only person he hadn't seen was Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he had to go see, because he didn't. It wasn't about the fans. He wanted his self-discovery. You want to know who you are. You know, if Palomino is the man, I want his head on my mantle. You know, or show me my limitations. How far can I go?
I can tell you that at BKFC, was it like 18? What was the one that we were there? Palomino fought Good John. 18?
That was 18,
yeah.
Yes.
I remember we were standing next to each other during that fight, and the whole time you were like, neither one of these motherfuckers want to fight me. They know,
man, because
neither one of these motherfuckers. Palomino, you said Palomino sure don't want to fight me.
Like, he make more money, man. He deserves it. You know what I'm saying? I always have to make sure I put it out there, man. Like, he has. I mean, that man fought. What's the dude on Game Bread? Jorge Masvidal. He got two fights with
Gaethje.
With Gaethje. Man, I remember I was gonna fight some dudes in Russia. And I saw like Palomino was over in Russia fighting them dudes. Like, he had lost, but man, he fought. He you know what I'm saying? He has a lot of fights with notable people. He just ain't win them. You know, the one he won was Jorge Masvidal. But you know, so I think you know, when you've been in the sport for a long time, you feel like this sport owe you, and I do think it owe that man some money.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question about that Dat fight real quick, the Dat Palomino fight. But I want to point something out in the comments here. Vince Henderson says, "Wait, Patrolman is on this show? Are you Patrolman?"
Everybody, bro. So many people ask me that. Like, I get inboxes every day about me being Patrolman.
Holy shit!
Every day. And the thing is, I don't have that kind of. I don't have that kind of wit and humor.
Yeah, right.
Or time. or like patience. The one thing I do know though is well, I don't know. The one thing I'd be willing to put some money on is, you know, it's like 30, 40 people in the gym. And I do believe that it's somebody in the gym.
In your gym?
Because everybody, you know, it'll die down for like 2 weeks. And then somebody will be like, hey man, tell the truth. You Patrolman? And they're, you know, they're always going around through the gym asking each other. And then they'll die down for a little bit, then they'll pick back up.
Mike, didn't we think it was Red for a minute there? And then
Well, here right
and then
in the
I
very,
think you were the one
very
that told us that Red can't type like that.
yeah, it was right in the very, very beginning because he was using like Ninja Turtles and stuff like, you know what I mean? Like, so we're like, oh, it's Darkwing Duck, like maybe it's him.
Yeah.
But then you did point out that like, nah, he ain't gonna be typing like that. Blah, blah, blah. So when you said that, I started paying attention to what Red was saying. I was like, okay, he's right. It's definitely not him. But you think someone in your gym, huh?
I
Shit.
think it is because here's or for a minute I was thinking I still kind of think is Nate. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's Nate Shook.
Nate
Shook.
Because I'm gonna tell you.
I love that.
So who's at all right. So I look at like Nate Shook eat shit. I've been in the back room and I've seen Nate Shook eat a lot of shit from the fighters and stuff. So if he
and
can
on
get
freaking social media, he's eating shit all the time. Then people tag him in everything. I'm like, this dude gets tagged in everything.
and it'd be a lot of negative shit. So if me personally, boy, if I could have an alter ego, I'd tie y'all ass up. You know, like boy, I'd be trolling the hell out of y'all because I could be free.
Yeah.
You know, so and he you know, this dude knows the sport intimately though.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
There's
This
a knockoff. There's a knockoff patrol man now.
There's
Bare
a
knuckle
knockoff.
judge.
Oh.
The bare knuckle judge is out there trying to be patrol man.
I think
And-
I've solved that puzzle, and I won't say who it is because I don't want to out anybody, but I am very, very sure. I did some straight up detective work and I put some stuff together, and I am pretty sure I know who that is.
Yeah, that's diet patrol man.
I know
You
who
know,
it is.
you know,
I know who
I'm
you
gonna tell
are.
you what I thought why I thought it was dope though. Even if I knew who any of them was, I just keep it. I think I got a pretty good idea who patrol man is.
Yeah.
But even if I could confirm it, I wouldn't put it out there, man, because I think it's actually dope. You know what I'm saying? It's that there's a troll that people are fans of. You know
I'm
what
an
I'm
honest
saying?
troll.
Yeah.
He's got
I
a
think that's
slogan.
what
He
he
should
says,
copyright
right?
that shit.
Yeah. Hey, but
Trademark
what's the dude, the bare knuckle judge? He uses that too. He say, "I'm an honest troll."
Yeah.
You know, so
bare knuckle judges. Yeah, that's
yeah.
like the Kmart version of fucking.
It's like what is it? Amazon and Wish. Amazon is patrol.
Yeah, that's the
man.
Wish
You order
version,
from
yeah.
The Wish version.
Yeah, we used to say things were from Kmart when I was young, and now it's the Wish version.
You see, I don't even see how they even thought it was like so. There's like screenshots. There's screenshots of like conversations and stuff that people post on their page that they had, and they'll see because it'll be something that he said, and they'd be like, "Can anybody identify this person?" But even without any of the screenshots, like whoever it is, right? You know this dude is definitely college educated. He's definitely well written. I'd be looking at my own shit and it has so many goddamn typos in it. You know, I'm like, damn man, I just blame it on autocorrect though.
Yeah.
It was not me. You know, but
who's got time?
then I said, well, it's either so then you could say it's a fighter. Then I was like, all right. Maybe it's a coach. Then as I played it out in my head, and I'm like, this dude is at the shows all the time, and it's only one person that's at every show is Nate. You know, and he intimately knows the sport, even the rules, like the handbook in which like fights have to be judged on and stuff like that. Like the only people that would know that is like officials, a judge, or a ref, or somebody that's with the promotion. So
he posted pictures at the last event, and I mean, it could be complete fake. Someone could know Patrolman and send him pictures, and then he showed pictures from where he was sitting or standing at the time, and posted them later at BKFC 22. Like, oh, here I was, and I'm like, yo, I was hoping to like look in other pictures and be like, yo, that's the same time someone took a picture, and there's
Right. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do though.
Ballsy
I'm
shit.
just gonna go ahead and claim the title and see if he got merch that he could
There you
sell and just make me some money off his ass.
Purchase the trademark.
Hey, ooh, you know what? I got something for his ass.
Purchase the trademark. Buy the trademark for Patrolman and any of the sayings that dude says, and see if he comes at you and tries to get
That's right. They don't
But
know.
he be rough on him though, man. It's like some stuff I like, you know how you think it. Like some stuff I
Oh,
just
yeah.
won't say, you know what I'm saying? But I be
Yep.
thinking it. You know, like when Brian Maxwell took another loss, I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, I thought he was gonna win one. But boy, you go on Patrolman page, man. Patrol man. Like I'm gonna be honest, man. I got him set on my notifications, man. And sometimes he'll go 2 or 3 days. I be looking forward to see what he gonna post. Like, I'm an actual fan of the dude, man.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
god, that's fucking great. So
Yo,
hey, speaking of that event, okay, let's get back to the Dat Palomino. Who did you have winning that fight?
you know,
Come on.
I knew that question was coming up. I actually didn't when I look at fights, I don't be looking at it from the perspective of a fan of who won and who didn't. Like I was looking at things that I'm gonna have to deal with. Whoever win this, like I'm gonna deal with this like that. I'm looking for openings. But the one thing I can say is, man, Palomino let a 135 and take the center of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like uh and he pushed him back.
Right. I
You
thought it
know,
was really
That happened a lot in the Good John fight, too, I feel like.
yeah, it just. But the thing is, Palomino's small. He ain't a big dude. You know, he little. I mean, him and Good John were able to make 145. You know, I can't make 145. It takes me at least 6 weeks to make 55.
I can't believe you walk around 193 and make 155. That's fucking insane to me.
Now I'm literally wearing a hoodie right now. You know, and I have to train like that. I have to make sure I'm getting that. But I'm like blazing fast. Once I get to like 62, I be fast, man. Be real fast.
So
But
so obviously you were impressed by what Lil Dat can do. Were you unimpressed? Were you like did Palomino not look very good to you? Is that what you're trying to say?
no, it's just if you're the 55 and that didn't look big in there with Abby. So it's just no way a guy. I think they said that at the weigh-in. I could be wrong, but I could have swore I saw that he came back in, stepped on the scale at like 151 or 152.
He did.
There's just no way in hell that he gon' I don't think I need too much skill. I'm just too big for that shit.
Right.
Like you're not going to bully me around. And then, this isn't boxing neither. Like I can grab your little ass and just manhandle you around the ring however I want to. So I just don't think I'm not, and I can actually, like I can box. So I don't know. He definitely skilled, man, and he has the accolades to back his name, So but all I know is, man, Palomino, when he came, like he coming forward and telling you to stand there in one spot, which you don't have to do it if it's not advantageous. But I'm just looking at the fact that I don't think that even if it wasn't advantageous, he was clearly better than me. I just think I'm just too big, and I think there's a drastic power difference. I'm just way too big, and I expected Palomino to impose his will.
I did too.
I mean, he didn't. You see on his page, he keep posting. He's like, man, I ain't got a scratch on me.
If there was going to be anybody bullying anybody, you're right. It should have been Palomino, and that blew my mind. I couldn't believe how fucking much he controlled that ring that night. It was just nuts, and his output is crazy. And
I mean, it's how that fights though, and he hasn't hid that's how he want to fight. He made sure that he told everybody like that's how I want to fight. You know, when he was in there with Bedford, we were in the back room, right? They were, I think it was the weigh-ins. So they got Bedford walking on one side of the stage, and you know the opponent coming out on the other side. And this was at Knuckle Mania in Tampa.
Mhm.
And he looked over, and you know how when Johnny Bedford was pointing to the floor, uh, when he was fighting Reggie, like telling him to stand there and fight, and
yeah,
and
doing the Max Holloway shit.
yeah, that
Right now.
said, "Hey Johnny, I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna tell you to stand in the pocket." And he was like, "Ah, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that." And he did it.
Mhm.
You know, so he don't. I think he also knows that he can box, and a lot of these guys can't.
Right.
So you stand in there and bang with somebody who that's what they do. You know, I mean, I knock your ass out if you just. I mean, I hit you with the biggest chopping right hand. If you stand in the pocket with me and bang with me, and you really don't know where the safe spots are. You know, so he has like I think he got like 27, 28. He's like 23-5 in boxing, I think, ain't it?
Yeah, he's got a really. I don't know his record off the top of my head, but it's definitely in the 20s with single digit losses for sure.
Yeah, and so like that man competed at a decent level, man. So he knows that he know his way around the
20
ring.
and
So
3.
right.
20-3. Yeah, that's
So he
impressive.
be wishing you would come in there and just fight. He knows he can end that with one punch. And he knows he's the smaller guy. And then the thought of having to chase somebody down like a scared man. Mike Perry used to say this all the time. Mike Perry, and it's the truth though. A scared man is hard to knock out. Well, a brave man, you ain't gotta find him, man. He gonna come find you.
Yeah.
And so that's why he always tries to bait people into coming forward or just standing in the pocket and bang. It's gonna make his job easy. The difference is I just been
Were you
looking like
there? Were you there
uh
at the event?
yeah, I made it to that event.
We did.
I made it to the last two. I only come when Palomino fighting. You know, that's really all because he's the one with the belt. He was the one I was concerned with. Not that I'm looking over Bobby or anything. Man, here training every day for Bobby. But
Yeah. How about
it,
how about your thoughts on Bobby? Bobby is a smaller guy, smaller than you. You're probably going to have 4 or 5 inches on a reach advantage on him, but he's an old dog. He's a fucking grizzly, fucking hardworking man who has power in his hands. What are your thoughts on Bobby?
man, uh, first off, I watched that too. I saw he was like he's 6'2". I'm gonna help Bobby out a little bit. I'm not 6'2". I'm only 5'11". I missed that dope POF profile by 1 inch. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have the women be looking for the 6 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? I got the
Right.
5'11". But I come from the chiropractor. I'd be 6 feet for 30 minutes. Then I go right back down after that. but but now my wingspan is pretty long, but I can scratch my knees when I'm standing up. But I'm joking. I can't do that. But I got pretty decent length on my arms, man. But as far as Bobby is concerned, man, Bobby, I'm from Mississippi, and when I was living there, everybody had pretty much that same demeanor, mentality, style. Everybody from Mississippi had like real hard, real good work ethic. They come into fights in shape because they're hard workers, and even if they're not in shape, their mental fortitude will carry them. It'll carry it the rest of the way. They'll be tired, but they'll fight tired. They'll be hurt, and they'll fight hurt. So that part about Bobby, like doesn't that part about Bobby doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, it don't impress me either.
Yeah.
You when you in there with me, you gotta know how to fight because I know how to fight, know how to stop you from doing things. And then the other thing is, I don't think he has that kind of power that everybody else think. I mean, shit, Paul Teague was one of his victims. You can't
Right.
talk about punch power when you got Paul Teague on your record.
He did lift Bam Bam Rogers like off the ground with an uppercut in his last
He
fight.
caught him in the
That was
middle.
good.
He caught him in the middle of punches though. Everybody chin when they get caught and they're not braced to take like a punch while they throwing punches, they go right out. Everybody.
Yeah, that
Um,
was a good one.
but not to take nothing from Bobby. I mean, Bobby gonna be Bobby every fight. Like the what he did to the bare knuckle dudes isn't impressive to me. What he did for Game Bread, on the other hand, is impressive to me because he took that fight. He took that fight on short notice, and he took that fight at a weight higher than what he normally fights at, and he was the opponent.
Yeah.
That dude was supposed to stump him, and then when he got, I think he got kneed in the head when he was on the ground.
Right.
Man, he could have just held his eye and stayed on down there, But that's just not how Bobby get down. So man, I got respect for Bobby, man. But people saying that he deserved a shot. I mean, it's a matter of perspective of how you view that statement. I see Bobby as a good dude. I don't believe that he actually deserved that shit that's about to happen to him on the ninth. So I don't know, man. But like I said, I think
Honestly, how can anybody say that anybody deserves anything
in a
with
brand new
with
company.
Yeah.
with 2 or 3 fights? You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right.
it's a brand new sport, brand new company. Very few guys have the amount of fights that Elvin Brito and Lorenzo Hunt and Britton Hart have on their record because they've been there since day one and they've been fighting every 3-4 months
Yep.
for the company. Everybody else has 2-3 fights, 4
Right.
fights tops on their record. So nobody really deserves anything. It's when you pull numbers, you earn the shot. I mean, I don't know. It's
It's
like you
more like
said,
closest to at this
yeah,
point if there
like
was
you
to be
said,
a
money,
title.
money and numbers is everything right now.
You
And
know,
with
he if he wanted
a new
to,
company trying to build an audience,
right,
it's more of a business game right now than who's earned or deserved anything. You know what I mean?
right. It would have been way better if he had just, like when you got a new company and you only got like, they be like, oh, you rank number 4 in the world, but there's only 5 of y'all,
Okay.
you were walking around here like you top, you know what I'm saying? Like you hot shit and ain't that many people to compare it to. I think the best way to settle stuff like that is a tournament. Like if you and this company got enough people that they can keep putting in there for a tournament.
Hey, that women's tournament, that's happening. They're going to tell us about it next week, I heard.
Mm.
I'm
they've been
kidding.
they've been telling us
I'm
about that
kidding.
women's tournament for 6 months, and every
I
time
mean,
they ask the boss about it, he says,
Next week.
"Yeah, we got some big news next week about it. Next week."
yeah, when I fought Juan Pena on the total line, I came out and he was asking me, he said, "What do you normally fight at?" I was like, "Man, I could fight at 55 and 65." I was like, "Shit, I probably can make 75." And he was like, "But what do you fight at?" I'm like, "Man, whatever, wherever they find an opponent at." And he was and he said the reason why I'm asking was for a tournament. So man, that was way back then,
Was
man.
he was he talking about a 55 tournament back then, or was he talking about
Yeah,
the
way
remember
back then.
remember
He
they announced that 175-pound tournament that Mike Richmond and
Yeah,
Marcel
there,
Stamps.
it's
It
going to
was
be the
supposed to
first
be
round.
Richmond and Stamps was supposed to be the first fight of the 175-pound tournament. They announced it as that. and that tournament never happened.
Well, then they fought at 180.
Yeah,
but that's the shit I'm talking about. That's why I don't set my watch to none of that shit. Like when they say you're the title eliminator, I'd be like, man, I might be. You know, I mean, you go promote it as that and put your, you know what I'm saying, put your word out there to the public. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do my job, man. You put me in there with somebody and I'm a fighter. You know, and if Bobby's that guy, then I'll go in there and I'll fight Bobby. If Palomino is that guy, I go in there and I fight Palomino. If they say go up to 160, I'm gonna go up to 160. I mean 165. I'm gonna go up to 165. So man, I just go in there and I do my job, man. I do good work, you know. But it's really hard because the company's still new. They trying stuff out, trying to see what's a hit, what's not. I mean, he was straight out, you know, when he did the night he did the blue face thing. He was like, you know, I was trying to see if this works, and it didn't. I won't do it again. You know, so it's you know what I'm saying. I get it, man. He trying to make sure he don't lose no money, but when it's me, what you do with you and your business is what you're supposed to do because that's what's best for you. Same reason why I said I wasn't mad at Palomino for trying to get at the money. You know, I mean that's business. That's what he want out of life, man. That's what he. I want to know who I am. That's the real reason why I'm fighting. I mean,
I'm excited. They're having 2 cards a month now. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps it like if I go out and I have a fight and I'm still walking close to weight, like what's dope is there's an opportunity I can go right back in there and get a whole nother fight. Right. You know, and due to the fact that if they're more active, it means more people gonna be watching it, more people gonna be able to stay tuned, and you're gonna get more fans, you're gonna get more fighters and stuff like that. So I think the sport growing, and I think it's pretty dope, man.
I love it.
I sent you a message earlier, and I'm gonna have a bone to pick with the BKFC right now. I was gonna put your referral code up there so everyone can get the app and get you some credit. I
don't have it.
Yo, how the fuck does one half of a main event of a fight night coming up not have a referral code?
Hey, BKFC, tisk.
Dude, this is. Listen, I'm not gonna let this one slide. What the fuck is going on here,
bro? Yo, listen.
Too easy.
I just fight.
Hey,
you know, but I will leave that. Honest. You know how like when you work for a company and they who paying you is your job to do. You got to defend them. But no, hell no, I ain't doing that. Right, you know, but what I'm saying is I really don't have an answer. You know, I still have people asking me. I still have people asking me about the tickets. You know, I haven't even gotten the tickets in my hand, so I don't know. Like, and I don't want to be like Jihad always say, let me be the bad guy. So the conversations that's had, they go through him and Rick Coleman. They've been handling all my affairs to make sure that I don't have to do anything but train. So I get up in the morning, I get my work, I eat, sleep, get back up, get my work again.
Yeah, I got to give Rick some props too, man, because, you know, there's a few management companies that are really heavy in the BKFC right now, Kevin Smith being one, but Rick Coleman is putting himself together a little stable of fighters there. That's pretty goddamn impressive. You guys got quite a few fucking names. You got yourself, you got
Scott Farley too.
You got Terry Janowski and Delaney, and you guys have Jared Warren as well too. You got Jared Warren. You got some
Dave Mundell.
Dave Mundell. Yep, he's coming on. I mean, soon.
You guys are. He's got himself a pretty good stable of fighters there. That's impressive. Shout out to him.
Those are like they are like if you see Rick or Jihad, they pretty much like they're synonymous with each other. You know, like Jihad comes in and like Jihad usually handles the negotiations. I think Rick handles Reds personally, but Jihad normally handles the negotiations, and Rick organizes and gets the interviews and stuff like that set up, squares tickets and stuff like that away. But you know, if you're gonna have somebody do stuff like that, why not get your homeboy?
Yeah, we
Why
can
not
say we
get your
don't know him.
homeboys or your people? People who you can trust with your money.
Yeah, you guys got 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 of you guys are on this card,
Yeah,
right? Yourself, Terry, Delaney, and Mundell are all on this card.
yeah.
So you guys are going in there heavy, man. It's a big fight. What threw me off when they said December 9th, I was like, no, it can't be December 9th. It's a Thursday.
Shit.
What is what's the like the reasoning behind a Thursday night event? What the fuck is that shit?
Man, he never talked to me. Like I say, I don't talk to them about it, man. Like usually when I speak to them, it's usually like business. Like when I saw filming, I was asking, can I get close to the ring? But I wasn't gonna pull Lorenzo because I ain't trying to get punched in the mouth without a check, And I just, not only that, man, I know me. I clearly don't do it for the gram. If you punch me in the face, we're gonna still be fighting. And they don't have it. And then on top of that, like, I'm kind of a big deal to these people, man, because my people don't really have much. I would hate to see, if somebody punched me in my face in front of them. I would really hate to see like them go to jail. So like I just know how they are, man.
Yeah, you don't want them jumping in and doing something crazy.
I know they're gonna do it. Like I'm telling you, I know they're gonna do it. And then you're gonna see, like, are you going to the Tampa fight?
Oh, we're not.
No.
Unless somebody waves a magic wand. And,
how could you?
Yeah,
this face is the look of pure disgust.
Trust me, we'd be there if we could be, but
we'd go to every single event if we could.
Except mine. I'm gonna pull the race card. I'm definitely pulling the race card.
We've been to 100% of your bare knuckle fights.
I'm pulling the race card because it's convenient.
We've been to 100% of your fights in bare knuckle.
100% of Martin Brown BKFC fights we have been.
Not after the 9th.
Not after the 9th.
So do I have to sponsor the trip?
Yeah.
How much is gonna cost? Look, how much is gonna cost me, man?
It's gonna run you. I don't know.
I don't know. Actually,
Tampa might not be that expensive, or Orlando, one or the other. We're willing to drive.
One of these trips is costing me and Mike a good
close to $1,000 at least.
12. How much? $2,000?
Now I get you a hotel room. Now you might find a bum or two, sitting outside the door. But I got you for 2 nights now. People might knock on your door a couple times too. I got you. Paint gonna be missing off the wall. You might walk around in your socks and step on a nail later with hair and shit on it.
That's all right.
Martin, see, but for real though, hey, if anybody wanted to sponsor this show to go to these events, if you watch these events, nobody's putting out the amount of interviews and content that we're putting out. Other people are putting out 2 or 3 things that are like really, well put together and they take 2-3 weeks to put out, but we're putting day of event content out and nobody else is really doing that right now. And I stand by that. So sponsors want to bring us down there. Fucking bring us down.
How much? What's your sponsorship package?
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we have our portfolio.
I do have a media kit.
Portfolio.
I got a portfolio. Yeah, fucking douche.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. I can get one of my companies to sponsor it.
Oh,
well,
I might.
Let's
but then you for that week you gotta change. You know what I'm saying? You gotta change it to the Smash Brown show.
Just for a week. Intricate.
Just for a week, and then you can go back. Your whole show, you just got to talk about Smash. Like, guys, Smash is so fucking awesome.
Howie, for Christ's sakes, get off Hank's nuts for fucking
We would do something very, very, very nice behind the scenes, following to it. It would be good. But
you just got to follow me everywhere, man. Follow me into the bathroom. Everywhere I go, you got to follow me.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
guys,
Mike's the cameraman, by the way.
Yeah, we were
so you gotta follow me.
I do the video stuff. I do all the video stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like we do it for like it's our hobby, it's our passion. So like whatever everyone sees, all the stuff we're doing this because we love it right now. We have jobs. We have 2 jobs. I mean, we don't, you know what I mean?
Y'all in the military, right? Both of y'all.
Right. We're both in the military and we're both full-time techs for our unit too. So, we're not like millionaires, but like we have money to pay the bills. So we do this for fun. But if we can make money off of it eventually, that would be wonderful. I freaking quit the military.
I'll quit tomorrow.
But
man, y'all got a pretty dope show, man. Rick ain't gonna tell you, but he like your show better than all of them.
Thanks.
Like I'm for real though. He like your show better than all of them. So he's like, I think they doing way better content.
Howie, I want you to go tell that to Hank.
Yeah,
we have a running thing going with Hank where we bust each other's balls all the time. So
yeah, man. Hank, wow, man. I seen Hank in the hotel room wrestling with Christine.
Yeah,
like I gotta get a vibe for you. Like, get your ass off me, Hank. We grabbing on me and shit. Like, oh no, you got to get that vibe before somebody just grab on you.
No.
I got something here. Let me show you guys.
What do you got, Mike? Oh, check that shit out. Look at that picture, man.
Yeah,
man, that dude handsome.
Yeah,
that one in the middle there with the mission accomplished shirt. Or look at Howie. Look at Howie with his goddamn hand on my shoulder, like he fucking loves me, but he's over here pumping Hank's show on our shit.
Oh no!
You don't know what you don't want to know where his other hand was.
Oh no! Oh no!
That was fun though. That was a good time. I couldn't hear anything for 3 days after that, but that place was loud as fuck.
That shit was
that club was loud.
So loud.
And I worked at a club for about 10 years up here in Connecticut in the casino.
How much was two drinks?
So much louder than where I worked.
$40.
Oh man.
Drinks.
I had just bought Kevin Smith a drink that when I was out there, and then I wasn't drinking, and I'd be in camp out the whole time. Let's see, you got Joe Ivy on here. Joe Ivy don't have no pictures. Have any of you guys ever seen Joe Ivy?
Yeah, she got some pictures.
She got pictures.
She got a couple pictures.
Yes.
She got like cartoons.
She got it. So she had some pictures. You have to go through and you'll find them.
Patrol man.
That's what it is. She is Patrol Man.
That's a good one,
dude. She knows
her good misdirect.
Yeah, see,
she knows.
And women are more attentive to detail than men too, man. So she probably posting and thinking these dumbass men.
Yeah. Woman. Whoa, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I married an axe murderer. Yeah, that's right.
I see you got Susan in the house.
Susan in the house. Yeah, man. It's a good community that we're in here. Why don't we do a speed round with you, Martin, before we let you get out of here? And then we're
man, I'm whack on those speed runs, man. Every time I try to do one, I don't have no good stuff.
Oh
right.
hell!
Hey, well, do you want to do it? Then do you want to get in on the Stunod of the week? Do you know what a Stunod of the week?
What is this?
We're gonna do both, so one way or another.
Let's do it then. Let's get it on.
Let's knock some questions out. We got a speed round with you, and then we're gonna do the Stunod of the week. Number one for you, what is something that used to be considered trashy that's now classy? Smoking weed.
Yeah, he took that from me. Yeah, right. Smoking weed. I'm gonna go with his.
There you go. Right? Isn't smoking weed like the most acceptable thing right now? But like when we were in high school, fucking 20 years ago, it's like you're a fucking stoner pothead piece of shit, right?
Look at me now.
I'm gonna get you in trouble on your show. I tell you what, changing your sex. Comment on it if you dare.
Wait a minute. So, okay. Changing your sex used to be considered trashy or just considered like...
Well, it was frowned upon. Now it's like you got to get with the trend now, man.
It was taboo.
You got to get with the times now, fam. You know the roads.
Oh, look at what Howie said. Howie said escorts used to be considered trashy and now they're considered classy.
I don't know. That shit still kind of...
Yeah, I'm not sure that jumped the shark yet. So you might
come out like
keep
a honey
that to yourself.
Like, no, I'm good.
All right, number two, Mike.
When somebody asks for a music recommendation, who do you always recommend?
Man, I'm from Mississippi, man, so I always have to rock with Big Crit. You know,
There you go.
yeah.
Isn't was back in the day David Banner? Wasn't David Banner from
Yep.
Mississippi? David Banner.
I was
And,
gonna name David Banner.
What about? Wasn't there? Remember Pastor Troy? Remember that dude? Was he Mississippi or was he?
I think he
Atlanta?
was Atlanta,
Oh
if I
man,
remember
I,
correctly.
I went
But we
through
used to bump that in Mississippi, though.
yeah. Vice versa. He did that song, Vice Versa. Though that was
Yep.
tight. All right, number 3.
That.
I know all, dude. You don't know. I know about fucking rap music.
So you got it all, huh?
If you could get rid of one sport, what would you get rid of and why?
Man, I don't think golf should even be considered a sport.
Okay. Can we
I'm
keep
not
it as a
saying
hobby?
it's not fun.
Yeah,
I'm not
keep it as a
saying it
hobby.
ain't fun. It ain't something a hobby, but what athletic? Like it's precision involved, you know, and technique involved. But I think golf ain't a sport. If you could do it when you're 95,000 years old, it ain't a sport.
Oh, well, so for me, this is the way I right. Have you ever
Oh, he
played?
finna
You
defend
played?
golf.
No,
Get the hell out of here.
Have you ever played golf though? Have you played
Huh?
golf?
Yeah, that
I
shit
gotta
hurt
play
my back worse than fighting.
See, that's what I'm saying. So imagine,
Aw.
right? I do 18 holes of golf. If I gotta walk that shit, I'm dying. I gotta take a day off of work the next day.
Man,
Those guys do 4 fucking days in a row of
you
18
not
holes, and then they
going
do it
to
again the next
convince me.
Thursday.
You are not going to convince me that that shit is a sport.
I used to think the same thing about NASCAR drivers. They say NASCAR is a sport, and I'm like, you sit in a car seat,
Yeah, it hurts your back, dude.
and then you drive, and they're like, yeah, can you imagine going
He said hurts your back.
Hurts your back.
250 laps with your arms up on the thing like this? I'm like, yeah, but I know people that drive race cars in Connecticut, and they smoke cigarettes like a fucking chimney.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
You know, they
you don't have to have peak performance. You may have to have like crazy reflexes. Or like, all right, what's that stuff called? It's like autocross X or something like that. And that's where they have these little tiny cars and they're like driving really fast and they're turning real fast. And it's like autocross rally or something like that. It's like halfway dirt, halfway pavement.
I don't even know.
You know, but it's like extremely fast paced. Now that I probably could do that as an old man.
Is that what the dude? Remember one of the NASCAR drivers like ran some guy over and killed them doing that shit? Is that what that was?
Oh wow!
You remember that?
Yeah,
Jimmy Stewart.
That doesn't sound like fun to me, man.
Yeah. But that would strike me as more of a sport.
Like any fun.
I didn't even see like some of the competition shooters at first when they were trying to declare that they were athletes. I was like, get out of here, you ain't no damn athlete. But then now they got some pretty cool like they got some pretty cool competitions that do. It's like running and gunning, you know. And I think though I say well it does require a bit of some of those 3-gun competitions. They do seem like they require a little bit of athleticism. So, but golf.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. Like
Fuck it.
When I get done fighting, I can start playing golf, you know, and probably have a good 30-year run.
There you go, man. It's a tough sport. I mean, it's a tough hobby. That's for sure. Number 4, Mike.
Who do you know that reminds you of a TV or movie character?
Who do I know? So it's got to be somebody we all know, right? Because it ain't no fun. You know, David Feldman. David Feldman reminds me of like these when the depiction of like mobster movies from New York in the 70s. That's who, or the 60s. That's what David Feldman reminds me of. Because like he kind of,
my man.
You know, he kind of gets straight to the point with what he wants. But like, man, I don't know. I've been around certain types of people my whole life, but I can tell. You know what I'm saying? I can tell power when I'm around it.
He would fit right in on a Soprano set, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Am I lying though?
Nah, I get that vibe.
Am I lying?
He's very. He's very quiet. He's very short and quick to like. He's to the point with his whenever he speaks. You know what I mean?
I was in one of these groups, man, and somebody was talking about like a fighter, something. I don't want to butcher the story, but somebody was telling me that. Well, I said it like they were talking to me in specific, but they were in the group talking about how one time a dude didn't his opponent fell out, and I guess there was a discrepancy with pay. I don't know. He was talking shit. Like I whoop your ass. They said David took his keys out of his pocket and his watch off, rolled his sleeves up, and squared off. I mean, and so if that story is true, then he strikes me as like some of the people I grew up around where principle is first. Like they don't care about the consequences. You are not going to disrespect them. So he always remind me of like those mobster movies or like you say the Sopranos.
Yeah, he's one of those Philly gangsters for sure.
Yeah.
Number 5, wildest party you ever been to? Without incriminating.
There's one that popped up on me as soon as he heard that question. He was like, "Oh, that one time."
Oh
Come on.
man,
I got some crazy stories from fucking parties.
you're right. They always
none of that
happen
shit's
at
coming out.
They always happen at the party, man. I remember.
I'd be afraid to go to jail there. I don't know if the time's up yet.
The statute of limitation is
the statute of limitation ain't up yet. We have to wait another 10 years at least before I start telling these stories.
So I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing wrong. But, it just was crazy because of how it happened. So I was we were all at a party. I was probably like 18 years old. And my homeboys invited me to this party, and we at this girl's house. She was older, so when you like 18, the thought of you messing with like a 27, 28-year-old chick is like, oh man. So she had this.
You about to move in?
Right. She had this super nice house. I'm sitting there talking to her, and like whoever was coming to the door, he got the key. He jiggling, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't knock on the door like we did. He go to jiggling, he I see the top lock. I see that top lock that was the deadbolt. I see that one turn. Yeah. Man, everybody bolt. And like I'm not the smartest, under duress. So I like just start running around with a chicken with my head cut off because I had never thought to ask her where's the back door. And I just know the front door is right there and he coming in. So I run to the I said, damn, you gotta tell me where to go. She said, go in the backyard. So I run in the backyard and they had a goddamn dog back there. Now they in the fence. It's a fenced-in backyard, and they still got that son bitch on a chain. So he mean and crazy than son, but he crazy than a shot rabbit. So I run, I hide in the back, and I'm like hiding in some bushes. And he come on the end of the goddamn chain, and he barking right in my face. But man, I can't come at you or can't run because the dude gonna see me. So he come in the house. I see lights coming on through all of the through like all of the windows and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, unedited, right? What he was saying, he was coming in the house. He was saying, "Where that nigga at? Where that nigga?" You know what I mean? I guess he meant where, but he was like, "Where that nigga at?" He kept looking for me, and I was still hiding in the bushes. And man, the motion sensor came on.
Oh shit!
And he slid that door open, and I just had a last ditch effort, man. And I figured it's all I got. I said, well, if he can't see me, I can't see him. But I closed my eyes and balled my teeth up.
Like the boogeyman was before you.
Yeah, like if I can't see him, he can't see me. Like I just didn't even know what to do because I was like, he gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And when
It's
he
like late
came out
night
there,
as a 6-year-old. You're in bed. You just close your eyes. They can't see you.
yeah,
The
and
boogeyman's coming out.
he saw me though, because the dog was hanging on the end of the leash. He said, "Get your black ass up out from behind them bushes." And I just got up like,
Holy shit.
it's me. And I just bolted it. He had like a little rotten part at the bottom of his fence where it was like soft. And I like crawled under there. And he couldn't catch me. And I
Wow.
ran
Did like
up
a
out of
baseball
there,
slide
man.
underneath that shit.
Man, I tore all that shit up and I was running. But that was by far the craziest party to me because like,
Your
boy, I
heart was
thought for
pumping out of
sure.
your chest.
Yeah, man. I said, man, I'm finna see Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to find the Lord.
Yeah. You know, man, they're gonna make a church song out of me, man.
All right, Mike. That's a fucking great story, man. Number 6.
What is the weirdest thing you have ever seen in someone's house?
What is the weirdest thing? Man, I had when I was like 13 years old, I spent the night over this dude's house, man, and he had like boogers on the mirror window. So I was like, boy, he was collecting them things. He got green ones, yellow ones, brown ones.
What
He
the
had like picked them. I mean, it was some that were long.
Oh God.
He had rolled those mother like you know how you
What is
that,
going on in
that
there?
look when one of them get rolled up and twisted. He had stuck them like he had a collection, bro. He ain't throw it in the trash. He put
That's
it.
the sickest shit I've ever heard. What the fuck?
I mean, that's
That is
brother.
very
You
weird.
asked,
That is extremely weird.
He's the booger banker.
but you know what? I came back out of that thing and I act like I ain't seen shit because I didn't want him to try to explain that.
Yeah.
You know, because when you say me, I collect boogers too. You know, like I don't know how can you relate? You know, like now you come on now, you know you do some weird shit. Like now, fam, no, nothing like that.
That is a phenomenal speed round question to answer. That was phenomenal. Joe Ivy says her aunt had her dog stuffed. That is weird. People are lots of people are laughing now. My boy Larry says Kyle found something in the couch cushion once. I'm not gonna say
he ain't sit on it, did he?
Listen, no. So I'm sitting at a person's house.
You can't say who. you almost said it right there.
I was gonna say,
told you.
Yeah, okay.
You got yourself in trouble.
I'm sitting at the person's house and we're watching football and they're like, "Where's the remote?" And they're like trying to find it's one of those big wraparound couches and I'm sitting on the end over here. So we're like looking for the remote and I reach down in the cushion and I'm I was like, "Oh, I got it right here." And I pull it out. It's like a 7-inch long see-through with like the inner mechanic workings dildo like vibrator.
I mean, 7 inches too, boy.
It was like this big.
They almost got you.
I was like, oh, I got the remote. I was like, I got the remote right here. I was like, oh shit, that's not the remote. And I put it back in the couch, and the girl was like, oh fuck, I forgot that was there. And the other guy was like, what the fuck is that? She goes, what do you think I was doing when you were shoveling the driveway?
The guy and the girl are together, correct?
Yes. They live together.
Right.
Yes. I wish I could tell stories. I still tell names because it would be even funnier. But it was hilarious. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go wash my hands. And I went and washed my hands. I was like,
but you done marked that off your bucket list. You had a dick in your hand. You know, I ain't never had a dick in my hand. Now, you know, if it was a vibrator, I'd be like, I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it. But you had a mechanical dick. You had somebody else's backdoor juice.
Your backdoor, yeah. I don't think it was
Scott Farley.
I'm not sure she cleaned it up before she.
I guess Scott Farley is trying to tell us that he owns a bigger dildo than that.
So a little one. So, All right, number 7. We're gonna ask you some Thanksgiving questions real quick. These are: how do you like your turkey, out of the oven or deep fried?
How your turkey, bro?
Both.
Don't read it.
That's one thing I do. I eat, man.
Yeah.
So I got an overcut right now, so I can make sure I can eat for Thanksgiving.
All right. We'll make these food questions quick then. Cranberries. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Mike.
Cranberry sauce. You like the jelly out of the can or the cranberry sauce with the actual berry shit in it?
Man, we be doing it. Come on, man, y'all. You knew when you asked that goddamn question, and we be eating it out of the can.
Yeah, so do we.
Fuck yeah, I
fucking
hate
love
that
it.
shit.
Like,
Don't be giving me no cranberry sauce with them hard ass skinned cranberries in. I don't want that shit. I'll throw that shit right out the window.
Number nine. Okay, you are from Florida. No, you live in Florida now, right?
Right.
yeah.
If you were to vacation there in Florida, where are you gonna go?
Florida, you can go everywhere in Florida, man.
Where are you going?
Man, now that I done got into hunting this year, man. I've been doing cabins. Like to believe, as I get older, I be wanting to do nothing. So you put me in a spot with a bunch of my homeboys, and we get to barbecue, tell more of them stories about boogers in the window and boogers in the mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They smoke, I don't. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't know, man. Those are good times to me. So, like, man, my definition of vacation is a little bit different than everybody else. In my life, chaos. I own a gym. Now I own an EDC company where I be selling ammunition and stuff. So it's like, I don't ever have a day off. So if you give me a moment where it's nothing but woods and nothing, and that's where I'm gonna be. You know,
All right. Well, hey, that was the last speed round question. We had one more, but it was stupid, so I skipped it. We have a segment now every week on Thursdays. Smash. Do you know what a Stunod is?
Nah, what is that?
Yeah,
You
that's
go, hey, what the hell are you doing, you Stunod? Don't touch the oven. You know it's hot. What are you, a Stunod? You need to get the mapina.
Is that a New York thing?
That's like an Italian
fucking Italian slang for a moron, an idiot. A
It's
Stunod.
What do you got? No brains in your fucking head, you Stunod? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we've been doing every week now. You're gonna like this. We come up with the four biggest fucking Stunods of the week, right? And then we talk about it a little bit. Here we go. These are the Stunods of the week.
Oh yeah, boom! There they are.
So the bottom four down there are our nominations for this week. We got Brett Favre, we got Sophia Arista, the Karma Coin car girl, and and the MMA fighter. Okay, so here's the thing. Take a good look at that, folks. Our four nominees. The first one, Brett Favre, took $288,000 to do a bunch of appearances and never showed up to any of them and basically just burned everybody for $250,000. He's a fucking Stunod.
Number two, was wasn't it welfare? Yeah. Welfare money too.
It was all
just like
money.
Welfare,
He you know what he
it was Mississippi too. Mississippi welfare.
Oh man, that's all types of bad.
Yep. Absolute dickhead move there. Stunod for sure. Mike, tell us a little bit about the guy in the other corner, the orange shirt.
All right. So hold on a second. His name, because it's not the easiest to pronounce, I don't think. His name is Koziev, 27 years old, MMA fighter, 3-1. He got into an argument with his friend and also doctor, right? About taking the COVID vaccine. And well,
after dinner.
After dinner. So they got into an argument, right? And it says, he ran and stabbed this guy to death with a bone from whatever they ate
from dinner.
That's pretty fucking horrific.
Who does that?
And who thinks of that?
He ran. So listen,
he said. So here's what I'm thinking. Y'all thinking of the surface level stuff. So I'm thinking like y'all were already eating, so there were other utensils that could have been used. Like you got a kniff, you got a fork, and I know there was a steak knife somewhere, but
he grabbed.
You could even hit him in the head with a plate, but you say I'm finna stab your ass with a chicken bone. That's by far like.
And the thing is, the argument took place outside the house, like on a beach. They got in an argument. They started fighting. He ran in the house, grabbed the bone off the table, ran back out, chased the dude.
Go get the gun.
We tried to choke him first, right?
He put him in like a rear naked choke.
Right.
The dude got out of it. He ran in, grabbed the bone, chased him down the beach, and then stabbed him to death.
Man, he went in the house to get. He said, "You know what? Put that gun back." I'm finna get this wishbone
Yep.
and
Yeah.
stab him in the neck. Like
And-
that's the weapon of choice.
And after that, the cops came and he walked out and went, "Hey guys, I know you see the dead body. I'm the guy that killed him. Arrest me." Like they in the article, it basically says like he just was like, "Hey, look at me. I killed him. I'm sorry. Just take me away."
With a chicken bone. I mean, he probably was like, man, I can get off on this. I can plead insanity because that by far ain't never been done.
Yeah.
How many
I have
people in
to
history, I would hate to be the one to die like that though.
From a chicken bone.
Because they go talk about that. Like, man, Mish got killed with a chicken bone. Like, it don't matter how much work, how many, like if you died of choking on a dry cornflake or some shit like that, it don't matter what kind of works you've done your whole life. We still gonna talk about it. Like, they be like, man, Mish was dope, man. Yeah, I went on this show, bro. He did the best shows, bro. You know what I'm saying? But man, you remember somebody in the background will say, you remember that time that dude stabbed him with a chicken bone?
Whatever happened to that guy? I was saying before this. Now, I don't want to make this all political, so I'm not going to get into take the vaccine or not. But here's the thing. The dude was arguing against the vaccine. So he didn't want to take the vaccine, but he'd go to prison for life for killing somebody. I mean, guy, what the fuck?
Yeah,
what do you think? That's a Stunod, for real.
I mean, he should have just disagreed, like, yeah, fam, I don't believe in it. But
now they're gonna hold him down in the prison and just stab him.
Yeah, he vehemently disagreed with it so bad that I gotta stab you with a chicken bone, man. Like, would you stab him with a knife? Nah, fam, he really did it this time. I'm getting the chicken bone.
Larry in the comments said no one will fuck with him in jail, though. That's right, because he can make a shank out of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that boy kill you with anything, man.
All right, our third nominee, that attractive lady in the white tank top on the bottom there. Her name is Sophia Arista.
Yep.
She is the lead singer of a band called Brass Against. It is an all-brass instrument band that covers Rage Against the Machine music. They were covering for Tool last week, and she is in the news this week because the girl pulled a fan up on the stage, dropped trow, and pissed right into his face and into his mouth. The fella seemed to really be enjoying it, but the lady that you see here on the screen is catching a lot of fire for urinating on this fella's face. Yes. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that?
Goddamn,
She said she had to pee, so she just went.
She chose that man too. Like, you look like the perfect candidate to get pissed on.
Hey, the video of the guy, for real though, he's laying on the stage, she's pissing in his face, and he's spitting it out like a fountain.
Oh my God, like what the hell? How do you just end up with that person? That must have been staged, right?
The guy's loving life.
Yeah, I think it was staged because...
Why is that not staged? How do you get the one person that's like, yeah,
it's cool,
like in front of people too?
Do you remember one of them Fridays where what's the dude Cat Williams said, Damien, did you piss on me? That's what I would have said. Like, pissing on me.
Yes.
Mayday.
Yeah, no, she picked the right guy though. This guy enjoyed it.
Shit.
But
hey, he was in there making a snow angel, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was
piss all on the floor, just piss all on war paint.
The thing is, this girl, Sophia Arista, is. You see the Peloton commercials on TV? There's an attractive woman named Jess King who is a very famous Peloton instructor.
Okay.
They are engaged to be married. She's like the pisser girl is engaged to like a very famous Peloton girl, and like I don't know.
You ain't never that attractive enough to piss on me, man.
Okay. And I don't want to go into a whole thing, but can you imagine if a dude pulled a girl up on stage and pissed on her face? That guy would be in prison tomorrow.
Oh, it would be over.
He'd be.
I ain't say I wouldn't laugh.
I loved it.
Yeah, I ain't say I.
Why are we mad?
I when I see people do stupid stuff, or I see people do nasty stuff, I ain't saying I don't like watching. Like, oh, look at that, because I need something to talk about when I'm in the gym, But
Larry,
you just ain't gonna. I'm not gonna be part of the story now. You ain't pissing on me.
No.
Yeah, nothing in the
No one's
world make
pissing
my
on me.
life complete but to turn your face to a toilet seat. I
Nah,
wanna piss
man.
on you.
Love
And the
Dave Chappelle.
last,
Love him.
okay, we're gonna let Mike take this one. Our final nominee for Stunod of the Week in the glasses at the bottom. Mike, tell us
Oh.
about that girl.
Everybody. All right, guys. Hey, everybody have fun tonight. Yeah. Miami. Okay. Hey, we're giving away a McLaren. Julia Love in the building.
They call her Marty McFly's
Then she
sister
goes
or
like
some
this.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Julia Love looked like me after I signed a lease on my Nissan.
Oh no. She didn't seem too excited this
And then she like this, and then nobody gives her the mic. The mic's over here. She's like,
boy.
and everybody's watching like, what the fuck is she saying? Give her the damn mic.
So they
What
I guess
the fuck is this? Karma coin? What? BKFC? What the hell was that? That was that was the worst lie of a freaking McLaren giveaway I've ever seen in my entire life. I was saying last night, I would gather the strength to flip that ring over if somebody gave me a friggin' $500,000 McLaren. She walked in there like someone handed her a fucking roll of toilet paper or some shit. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I think something happening to your mic.
My mic? What happened?
Oh no, I can hear you over there
Mike's just
on
flipping
that,
out.
but the feed to me sounds kind of
Was I all right? Could you
like
hear me,
you
Kyle?
turning into an alien.
I can hear you. I can hear you. So
But I can still hear you though. But go ahead.
Smash. What did you think of? You were there. What did you think when you saw this go down live in front of you?
You know, when I saw it, man, I was like, "That's that bullshit," you know. And I see her on the stage, and at first, you know what I'm saying, I'm like all in, you know what I'm saying. I'm watching the fight, so I'm not actually paying attention. But then when it happened, and you had time to like digest it, you be like, "That didn't just happen, did it? It did just happen, didn't it?" You know, like even when she came on the stage, you know, like the outfit. You know, you ever? I tell you what, you ever go into a gas station and you see the people who won the lotto? They be like bums and like regular some bitches, you know. And you couldn't have got a more eccentric some bitch.
To play this part.
Yeah, like big glasses. Some bitch look like, you know, she had like a windbreaker. I ain't even said that word in like over 20 years. A fucking windbreaker. She came out there with a windbreaker. On. Yeah. I just knew she was gonna put her hands on her hips and do the MC Hammer typewriter. You know, just waiting on Can't Touch Me to come on. But it just seems so fake, man. You know, but I mean, and so, you know, like the people who usually win shit, like they be dressed for the occasion. They be dressed to come to the show. Like she dressed like I came here to be something that y'all gonna talk about 3 weeks later.
Okay,
and
so
here we are.
So let's talk about this for 1 second, because Howie just said, call her a Stunod if you want, but she now owns a McLaren. The joke is on you.
Does.
Mike, tell them about the video that was released like a month earlier on YouTube where that girl was on the video with the 3 dudes that were in the ring that night talking about the fucking thing a month earlier.
Well, it wasn't 3. It was a couple of them, but there was someone. Yeah.
Okay. But the night she was handed the keys, she's wearing the sunglasses that the dude in the video was wearing.
Yeah.
A month earlier. It was
how we take that
setup. Yeah, how
it was the weirdest thing. Listen,
go watch Planet Hank.
We don't know for sure if this was a setup, but if they wanted to make it any more suspect, you couldn't have given it to somebody
it was already
more suspect, because there was a YouTube video that they announced they were giving a McLaren. The guys from Karma Coin announced they were giving a McLaren out on a guy, Dan Steele's podcast on YouTube, and the guest of the show, or the other person on the show, just happened to be one Julia Love. And then the guy said, we're giving away a McLaren. And the other dude goes, oh, you're being serious, aren't you? He's like, yes, we're giving it away at the Miami Crypto Experience. And she's up in the corner just smiling, and then she posts like 4 or 5 posts. You could drive away in this awesome McLaren. Go look at her Twitter and her Instagram or wherever it is. I've seen the pictures of her talking about it, this and that, and then she just happened to win it and be wearing the glasses and everything. So listen, I'm not
Howie,
saying
so
that
she don't got a fucking McLaren either, Howie. She probably drives a fucking 1999 Ford Escort.
I'm not saying it was a setup, but you guys should try to make it not look like a setup the next time you do it, because it looks
something ain't smell
awful.
right in that milk.
That
You
shit
know,
look
awful. That was so funny. I loved it.
that shit was
Anyway.
awful.
It was so
All right.
bad.
All right, so let's name a winner. Let's name a winner here. We have Brett Favre ripping off welfare. We got Sophia Urista pissing on people's faces. We got the MMA fighter stabbing somebody to death with a chicken bone. And we got
I think that's an easy one.
Okay.
That's an easy one, man. I mean, that's a bad dude, man.
The chicken
I
bone
mean,
wins.
yeah, like
He didn't kill somebody.
yeah, you know, I've often thought like people that piss me off. Like I had a boss where I always thought about doing like some outlandish stuff. Like I'm gonna take him off the top ropes, and we wouldn't even have a top rope in the building, you know. But like I would always think about doing like cartoonish stuff. Like I wish I could come in and just pull out a fucking mallet like Bugs Bunny do. Like you notice he don't have no pockets, but he pull out a mallet every time. So like he would always make me think like that. But this dude literally grabbed a chicken bone.
It took a man.
How does he not have a meme about this? Like,
it happened like 2 days ago or a day or two ago.
how many times did he
pretty
stab him?
new.
Oh,
I don't know. Does the article say it, Mike?
I
don't
think it's
remember.
just multiple times. Let me see here.
We got to right here.
I will look into it because.
But anyways,
how you let somebody kill you with a? How you let somebody kill you with a chicken bone?
It
Like,
gives a whole new.
He got a chicken bone. I'm gone.
Was it a ham bone? Because it gives a whole new meaning to the word going ham. You know. Do a ham on him.
Man.
All right, there you go.
Man.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest of the evening has named our Stunod of the week, Mr.
Chicken bone guy.
Akmal Koziev.
Oh, hell no.
Akmal Koziev, 3-1 pro MMA fighter. Now going to be incarcerated for a very long time for taking a man's life with a chicken.
Stabbed him in the throat.
Akmal can fight.
Akmal, yeah, Akmal can fight for sure.
Akmal. That
It
sounds
does
like
not
the
say
Star
anything.
Wars
Because he
villain.
stabbed him with a knife too afterwards. The bone and the knife. So.
Oh, he did stab him with a knife.
I guess he did. Yeah, I was just looking at another report.
He came out. He ran in the house, got a knife and a chicken bone. I'm gonna tell you what it is. He went in. He said, "I'm about to do something stupid. Let me bite this piece of chicken before I go." And then he did that son of a bitch and just said, "I'm gonna finish it." And then, you know, when you start and you already angry, he probably started stabbing him with the knife, and he said, "Shit, I still got a chicken bone. I gotta get him." He stabbed him with a chicken bone, man.
You might be right. He might be like, you know what? I'm already going to prison. I might as well make it.
Yeah, you ain't coming back.
Might as well make it a story.
Yeah.
Jam
He
this
definitely
chicken bone
gonna
right
make
in his
it.
throat.
Plenty of people have stabbed someone to death, but not everyone.
Not with a chicken bone. I'm finna get off the phone and call one of my homeboy like, bro, when you go look on the show and they start talking about the Stunods, somebody on there killed somebody with a chicken bone. I can't make this shit up. They gonna say you lying. As soon as they go on the page, like, bro, he really did stab him with a chicken bone. Like, what were you doing? Like, what was your posture? Were you saying no? Don't stab him with a chicken bone.
We just shared that meal.
I bought that.
Man. Yo, this has been a fucking blast. We got to get you off here because if we don't stop, we'll be on for 3 fucking hours.
Damn, we forgot to bring Delaney Bailey on. She was waiting in the.
Oh shit, we forgot about Delaney.
You guys are assholes. You better bring my dog on there, man.
No. She had an emergency, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know if anybody has been watching has even noticed that we haven't brought her on tonight. I forgot to tell you all that she had to cancel for tonight. We're gonna try to get her on next week. But anyways, Martin will be fighting Bobby Taylor that night. She will be fighting Jenny Savage that night. It all takes place December 9th in Tampa. BKFC Fight Night. This guy's going to be there in the main event. Martin, go ahead, say a few last words. Say a few last thoughts. And I hope to God Stunod is now in your vocabulary.
It is. It's now in my vocabulary. And I'll never go home and look at chicken again. From here on out, it's not just a tasty meal, it's a murder weapon. So that's it. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say. Do I got time to thank my sponsors?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Man, I got a list of them this time, man, because that shit in Tampa, boy. I got Blitz Fantasy, the newest sponsor. I got Mobility RX, my dog Luke. I got Hyperion. That's the wholesaler where I get my ammo from. He usually buy a front row table too. But I got Epic Services. You know that he's the one who like gets my spine aligned and all that. Got the Black Lions Gun Club. He be teaching me how to shoot, y'all. So I graduated now. No longer using cap guns. Got the Native Boys. Y'all know who the Native Boys is. You know, got Borgiat. I got Fusion XL. That's where Mike Perry and all of them train. So sometimes when I need like some sparring from high level guys, I get to train out there with those guys. I got Leo Cole. You know, he give me dope gear. I got Ashe. It's my buddy Jarvis. He give me these hoodies to cut weight in. You know, and Dominage Group. Paul Dominage. He used to be the matchmaker for Atlas. You know, so he sponsored me for this fight. I got Mad Hatter. That's who do my Jeep. Do all the upgrades to my Jeep. I ain't posting no videos on my Jeep, but I got y'all. And Daryl House. That's who puts my clothes together. Oh, almost forgot about Justin Sims. Sims and Sons Production. That's my guy, man. That's like a great dude. But I think that's it. Go. I can name my own company, Shift MMA and Mr. Munitions, but I don't think they're gonna like me. I don't think they're gonna thank me, or they're gonna put my own company ain't gonna pay me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't dropping my own company, but I think that's it.
Mr. Munitions. I know Kyle just put this up there. Howie Atherton's looking for some ammo.
I got you.
Want to get him.
He ain't got no 338, man. That boy probably got a 22 long rifle.
Yeah.
No, he probably got it for real. But just so you know, I got that though.
There you go, Howie.
Oh,
the connection has been made.
You got your first custody over here from the Mike and Mish show.
That's all right, man.
He says he absolutely does have that. So thank you so much for coming on here. If you want to get us down to Tampa, we'll hang out with you. We'll do some filming and we'll have a good time. If not, whatever. We'll see you. We'll watch you on the TV.
Man, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna be in my neck of the woods. So just shoot me that sponsorship packet info and I'll let you know if I can swing it. Y'all might be y'all prices might be higher than giraffe pussy, man. That's too much. It might be too much for me. But we're gonna see.
Oh man. All right, bro. I'll send it to you.
I like that one. See, I'll be using that. You used to not, I'm be using that.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on. Everybody tune in December 9th. Watch this man in the main event at BKFC Fight Night Tampa. And as always, you are a great guest. Everybody always has a good time watching you, and you're welcome back anytime, bro.
Nice.
All right, man.
Thanks, my guy.
What's
all
up?
Right.
Dude?
Take it easy.
Later.
All right, bye.
Yeah, dude.
Well.
You know what? Yeah, Mike can't be on that side of the screen.
Can't do it.
Yo,
it's original. That's how it's gonna be,
dude. How fucking awesome is Martin Smash Brown, man? We had Delaney Bailey have to cancel on us for emergency reasons that she couldn't.
The show went from an hour to an hour and a half. Two guests, 1 hour. One guest, an hour and a half.
We're gonna do 2 guests, half an hour each, 1 hour show.
And then do maybe the
Smash comes on. It's like the boys are back together again. The dude is the coolest shit ever. Hanging out with him is always a good time. Him and Rick are stand-up guys, very cool people.
Yeah,
and he's welcome here. Like seriously, he could be one of my favorite guests.
We met them in a dark alley too. It was awesome.
We absolutely did.
We literally did.
We met them in a dark alley next to the Birmingham Coliseum, or
we all met each other in a dark alley.
And then that's when me and him scooped up Red Washington for that interview. And then after that, we all kind of
right after that Brandon Lambert Red Washington incident.
Melee, man. What a fucking awesome time. Holy shit. Hey, Anyways, man, Mike and I really appreciate. We have 20 people still watching right now. A fucking hour and a half into this. We appreciate
Awesome.
you guys,
Love it.
all the
Love it.
support you guys give us. Let me pull up the calendar because I know we got some stuff scheduled for next week.
Oh, take a look at the calendar.
I can't. Oh yeah, next week is Thanksgiving. We got Terry Janowski, not Janowski. No relation to Stevie, guys.
Nope.
No relation to Stevie. And we got Dave Mondell. Wednesday night, no show on Thursday. It's Thanksgiving. And if me and Mike tried to pull a show off on Thanksgiving, we might be getting divorced.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. The family
gonna
would
happen.
definitely be mad about that. And I'm going to tell you about that time, I'm going to be super stuffed and probably super buzzed. So I don't think I'm going to make it.
Yeah. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Mike and I got a 3-day drill starting the mañana. And other than that, tune in next week.